Hello, teacher, and anyone who might be watching this. Today, I'm gonna talk about my top 5 favorite horror movies. I really love watching all kinds of movies, but horror is probably my favorite genre because it never stops evolving and innovating, and I really like getting scared. So, yeah. Also, I think it's important to mention that the movies are in no particular order, and they're all horror movies that I love. Let us start. We're going to start this video with a classic film directed by John Carpenter and written by Deborah Hill and Carpenter himself. Halloween is a classic slasher film that uses tension and atmosphere really well for a movie of its time. I also like the simplicity of Michael Myers as an antagonist. He's not inhumanly strong or fast, he's a slow and silent, unstoppable force. And I think that makes his character really ominous and creepy, which I really like. Also, the main theme is a banger. I recommend watching only the first and second Halloween movies, and then the more recent ones. This next movie I'm gonna talk about is even older than the previous one, Rosemary's Baby. It's a 1968 cult classic, and for good reason. This movie is a slow burn masterpiece. It's really effective at making the audience get creeped out and uncomfortable, without the use of gore, monsters, or jump scares, and it really makes you live through Rosemary's entrapment alongside her. The soundtrack is really good, the acting is really good, and oh my god, the costume design. Mia Farrow is always serving for no reason in this movie. I do think it's a must watch if you're a horror fan. The next movie is a movie I watched recently and I really loved the vibe. Weapons is honestly a movie that's almost perfect, to me at least. It has a good script, really good acting, and it's not a cliche movie at all. It really plays well with tension, and there's only like 2 or 3 traditional jump scares in the 2 hours and 8 minutes runtime this movie has. I really recommend watching it blind without even seeing a single trailer. I think that'll really add to your experience watching this movie, because it definitely is a wild ride, and the less you know before going into it, the better. This next movie is quite a controversial pick, but I really enjoyed it. I'm talking about Evil Dead Rise. It really doesn't have anything to do with the original movies, and it just could have been its own thing, but I don't think it would have been as relevant without the name to back it up. The movie doesn't really have a story, and it's kinda just, oops, I accidentally released the horrors. It's a really gory and violent movie, but it's done in a really nice way that manages to make you feel tense and uncomfortable. It's kinda cruel and over the top at times, because the main characters are all members of the same family, suffering psychological and literal torture, and it really just is a splatterfest. Not like Terrifier level stuff, but it is gratuitous violence, to be honest. Really liked the grotesque amalgamation of all family members, and the final girl being a badass at the end for no reason. I do recommend watching it if you don't mind it being a little over the top and gory. And the last movie I would like to talk about is Talk to Me. Talk to Me is also like the new wave of horror movies, I think. I think I really liked it because it starts off slow, but it always remains kinda terrifying, you know. I really liked, you know, the analogy they make with drug use and the hand you can use to talk to ghosts, and I really liked how careful they were with their use of gore and violence. I think there wasn't much violence in the movie, but when there was, it was for good reason, and it was to make you feel like for the shock value it brings. And also, you know, I think it's an original concept. It's not peak horror, but I think I really did like it, and I haven't seen Bring Her Back by the same directors, but I'm really excited about watching that in the future.